Hey y'all, it's your girl Jocelyn, and we're back with more Hollow Knight. On the last episode, we got the Mantis Claw, a real game changer that makes this feel more akin to Mega Man X than really anything else I've played. And in this episode, we're going to finish exploring the Mantis Village. I guess while we're here, we can go ahead and take care of this. No reason to wait any longer. So, now that we can wall climb, we can do all of this. Which, it's important to note that your dash regenerates whether you touch the floor or a wall. Well, a wall that you can actually cling to. There are some walls that you can't cling to, and those obviously won't regenerate your dash. And there we go. Just a little bit of platforming. Oh, please, don't leave me behind. You forgot about me. I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. Oh, who are you? Your face. You're so... Oh, I'm sorry. I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. This girl is named Greta. You came here to rescue me? Greta, the girl that everyone just ignores? Sorry, when I look at your face, I just can't believe you came all the way down here to rescue me. I didn't think anybody... Sorry, thank you. I'd better go back to town, I'd better get home. But thank you. And that exhausts her dialogue for now. And we can just leave. She'll make her own way back to Dirtmouth. And we'll see her later. You know what? Before we go any further, take a look at our arms. I never talked about Dash Master. It costs 2 notches. It bears the likeness of an eccentric bug known only as the Dash Master. The barrel will be able to dash more often as well as dash downwards, perfect for those who want to move around as quickly as possible. And I can display it here. This is as fast as I can dash. And I can't dash downward. I'm holding down and it just dashes left and right. However, if I equip it, then the notable difference, and I can dash straight down. Unfortunately, you can't dash up. It's only down. I would probably like Dash Master more if you could dash up, but it's not a bad badge. It's not super useful to me right now, though. As much as I would like to equip Soul Catcher, I don't want to overcharm right now, and I really don't want to overcharm while wearing Fragile Strength. So I could either equip the Wayward Compass or Thorns of Agony. Thorns of Agony, it costs 1 notch. It senses the pain of its bearer and lashes out at the world around them. When taking damage, sprout thorny vines that damage nearby foes. I think I'm going to go ahead and just equip the compass for now, since I don't have something else to put in there, but I am going to show you what the thorns actually do. You see how it creates a thorn there that actually damages the enemy? Now, another thing to note is that it does kind of unlock you in place. So, I haven't really found that is all that detrimental, but it is a thing to be aware of. Yeah, I'm just gonna put on the compass so that you guys can see where we are on the map. Should I pull it up? And I'm going to continue onward. How many more mantises do I need to defeat? 5. Wow. Let me just heal that up. Oh my goodness. Did I really just do that? I'm not... It put me back at the bench, so I'm just gonna... Ah, why did it put me back at the bench? I wasn't even near the bench. Sometimes this game does weird things. I'm not going to bother hunting any other mantises down because just in the process of going to where I need to go here, we're going to probably defeat the remaining mantises we need. There's 2 ways to go here, but I guess I'm going to go this way. It really was kind of the same no matter which way I went. I want to get in here. And we want to actually make our way through here and unlock these shortcuts. That will open that door right there. Give us a shortcut into here. And that will open that door. I don't know why there's a little alcove there. There's nothing actually in there. Over here, there is a geodeposit. Don't want to get knocked back, you should probably attack up. We'll open that door. Oh man, that was almost slick. Almost. And we will attack that Mantis and open that door. Ah. I was really hoping to have more Mantises to build soul up off of. But that does at least fill our quota of both Mantis Young and Mantis Warriors. And we'll open that, which I believe is the last shortcut door we need to open. So, there's no reason to go this way, but I did want to show this. The door is open. Look at that Mantis up top. Yeah, he shuts the door on us. I just thought it was kind of funny. I just wanted to show it off. With the detail that you actually very well could miss if you don't go here now. Fine, I'll go through the shortcut. Okay. Yeah, now I want to go this way. And it says challenge, and there's 3 of them. However, you might want to go this way. They do shut the door, but that's fine, because what I wanted to do was up here. There is a breakable wall. Now, I'm probably not going to need this, but there is 2 lifeblood masks for the taking right there, should you need it. And when you're ready, challenge them. So first we will be fighting one of them. One of their attacks is to cling to the wall. They can do this high or they can do this low. And that determines how their blade is going to go. If they start high, then their blade will start high and end low. If they start low, then their blade will start low and end high. And then they can dash towards you, like that. Or they can just appear above you and try to slam onto your location. It's a very easy to deal with moveset once you kind of figured it out. My first time, the only thing that really stumped me was the wall move, because I didn't notice that they were slightly higher or lower, and that was the tell for which way they're going to throw their blade. But yeah, this is a pretty simple fight, right? As long as you don't make careless errors like me. Okay, I saw that coming, and I did jump. Sometimes it's not as easy as I made it sound to differentiate their height on the wall. And now we get to fight the other two at the same time. And they have a couple of different attacks that they can launch from the wall. And we got to see both of them right there. But otherwise, it's just the same attacks that we're used to. Just, you know, sometimes in tandem, sometimes alternating. It just depends on how the syncing ends up. They always resync when they go to the wall. Oops. I tried. Now, there is actually a sweet spot where you can stand right there on that particular version of it, where they can't actually hit you. And once you defeat one of them, they kind of return to their normal pattern. But the other one should be near about done by the time you get that far. This is often hailed as one of the best fights in the game. It's very well choreographed. And, defeating them allows us to go through here, which is a brand new area. We don't have the map, but if we didn't have the Lumafly lantern, this place would be dark. This is Deep Nest, and this is a dangerous area. There is a mask shard up there that I would very much like to get, but for now, something else that I wanted to just poke my head in here to get, and that is a corner for here. Notice he's not singing his little tune, so you might actually miss him here. This place gives me the creeps. Vicious little creatures burst out all over the place, and passages are dark, twisting maze. Unless you're well prepared, I'd urge you to leave. Know if you're feeling strong enough to descend. Ooh, would you like to buy my map? Purchase a map of the area. It's only 38 geo. Sure, we'll buy it. What a horde warren of angry beasts. It's going to take a whole lot of effort to climb out of this dark pit. I think I'll hide here a little longer. And that's exhausted his dialogue. And yeah, he has not explored very much of this area at all, as you can see. And that is actually all we are going to do here for now. Eventually, I'm going to want to come back through, get that mask, but I don't believe we can actually reach that entrance from the fungal waste at this time. So now, when we come across the mantises, they won't attack us anymore. Of course, all the mantises that were, the mantis warriors that were here are dead, thanks to me. But they were not driven mad. They retain their sanity. They're just very hostily territorial. But now they will bow at us. You can still attack them if you want. I don't really want to, because it's kind of a not nice thing to do. That's why I made it a point to get the amount we needed for the journal before I fought the Mantis Lord. We come in here and we get a few chests. That one containing Geo, the other one containing a Hallow Nest seal. But the real prize is not this bench, but I am going to rest at it. There's nothing else in this room, really, except this last chest here in the center. This is the Mark of Pride, and it basically does the same thing as the long nail, except it's better. Mark of Pride costs 3 notches, freely given by the Mantis tribe to those they respect. Greatly increases the range of the bearer's nail, allowing them to strike foes from further away. So, just to demonstrate, this is the normal length of my nail, and with the Mark of Pride, it's, I think, 75% bigger. So it's a pretty big difference. But I'm not going to be using that because I'm actually pretty comfortable with the length of the default nail strike. I think relying too heavily on long nail and the Mark of Pride, while I think it is a great boon for new players, I do believe that at best it kind of holds you back from being a truly good player, and at worst I feel like it's a waste of charm notches. Anyway, we can now safely travel through the Mantis' area, which, by the way, if you look at the map, it's a slightly darker yellow than the rest of the fungal waste. So, if you're ever in doubt of where the Mantis territory starts, that's a nice way that they kind of outlined it for you. I probably would have benefited from putting on Dashmaster at this point. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, yes. Okay. I know what it is. Oh. Oh. Okay. I didn't realize I only have 1 hit left after taking a fireball to the face. Alright, I want to go this way now. I believe I can actually do something here that I could not before I had the Mantis Claw. Oop. We'll let him blow up. Oh, is there stuff up there? Probably go get that first. Oh, right. Yeah, that goes back to where Cornifer was selling the map. We want to go this way. I don't think I actually need to kill those anymore. I could be wrong. Where are they? Oh no, I do still need to kill them. Okay. Carrying on. But I wanted to come down here. I want to go this way. Take care of that thing, so I don't have to worry about it. And, there's another thing that we can't do anything with just yet. Over here, we have a grub that we could hear. And down here, this room might look a little daunting, but don't let it scare you. It's not that difficult. We get the Spore Shroom charm. Spore Shroom costs 1 notch. Composed of living fungal matter, scatters spores when exposed to soul. When focusing soul, emit a spore cloud that slowly damages enemies. This is a pretty good charm if you just have a notch open and nothing else that you want to put in it. While going through the fungal waste, there are a few things that you can only interact with if you have the spore charm equipped. I could look at a couple of those things now, but where is the nearest? Well, you know what? There's a bench that's not very far, so maybe we could do that. And of course we got the cassette there. Cornifer has left this area. I believe defeating the Mantis Lords is what triggers that. And here we are, back at the Queen Station. Now, you do want to be careful not to touch any of the spikes while doing this, because it does start you back at the beginning of the whole thing. But that's just a little jumping platform challenge to get you another mask shard. Hooray! Unfortunately, still nothing we can do here. Only we could jump a little bit higher. There's 2 things I want to take care of while we're here. First, I'm going to put that Spore Charm on. And then we're going to go back to Dartmouth. And I want to go to Sly's store, I think. Yes, and buy the mask shard. And that completes an extra mask for us. Now we have 6. I found another of these. If you look closely, there's some nice engraving work on it. I suspect I undercharged last time. And this is the only one left. It's gonna cost you. I'm not going to purchase that just yet, because being the first mask shard, it's not going to do me much good, and 500 is a lot to sink on something that is not going to be too helpful at this moment. So, I will, however, buy the Stalwart Shell. Just to go ahead and get it, because, I mean, when am I ever going to get around to it? Oh, do you have anything new to say? Nope, nothing new. What about you? That lovely young lass has returned to us. I must admit, I'd placed thin odds on her survival. Seems to think very highly of her rescuer, some sort of dashing warrior type. Barely stopped gushing since she got back. The warrior must have passed down below whilst I was taking my nap. Such a shame. I'd love to have met so impressive a bug. Hallownest's great capital is what most of you brave types come to see. Thinking to loot its treasures, I suppose. It must be brimming with them. The city's right at the center of the kingdom, though I've heard the gates are sealed, so gaining entry can be difficult. It'd be a rich bug that could return with even a fraction of the wealth inside. Despite my age, I've only seen a few who've managed it. Must say something of the dangers about its streets. And that has exhausted his dialogue. Nope, that was not where I wanted to go. Let's see if Izelda has anything new to say. Nope, nothing new. She does have a couple of new markers. The token marker. These markers are new additions to the shop. You can use them to mark interesting spots on your map. This understated color makes me think of hunting underground for treasure. And the gleaming marker. These markers are new additions to the shop. You can use them to mark interesting spots on your map. The material I use for this color is quite rare, so it costs a little more. So these are all 4 markers that do the exact same thing. They just look a little different. I'm not sure exactly how many markers you have available of each color when you buy them, because I've never used them. And I still don't want to buy any of the markers. They may be one of the last things I end up buying, honestly. And we have a mask shard just for free, sitting out here. So we'll go ahead and take it. The White Savior. The maiden woke in darkness. Confused, she reached out. Sharp brambles jabbed at all sides. Burning acid bubbles bubbled close below. What nightmare had led her here? What hope of survival remained? Doomed, she thought herself, and to despair she fell until a light bloomed far in the distance. A bright, glowing spot, fast approaching. It swept majestic about the thorns, leapt above burning waters, and dove towards the maiden. Coming close, the form revealed at last, a beautiful being, sharp horns, gleaming white. Arms reached out for the damsel, gathering her up, gripped firm. So I guess she's something of a rider. I'm something of a rider myself. Let's see. There is some things that we can do in wait, is there? No. No, I was mistaken. I was thinking there was something we could do in the Forgotten Crossroads, but I was completely mistaken. There is something we can do in Green Path, but I don't want to do it right now. Just because that's a long way to go for something that I don't really need to do right now. At the Queen Station. So the spore, what was it called? Spore shroom that we equipped. I'm sure I will get hit sooner rather than later, so we will see what it does then. But it just, when you heal yourself, it creates a cloud around you that damages enemies that pass through it. And it's not an insignificant amount of damage. It's not a badge to be slept on, if I'm being completely honest. And that's how big it is. That's actually quite large. It is affected by the Shaman Stone, though. It's a little bit smaller if you don't have the Shaman Stone equipped. That is a detail that I forgot, because, if I'm being honest, I haven't exactly used the Shaman Stone before. Kind of a new thing for me. Yes, with the Spore Shroom equipped, we can inspect this right here. Warily shall we accept the will of the worm. Its prescience shields us. Fate and future we shall entwine. The worm, just so you know, is a nickname given to a character that will be referred to as the Pale King later. The game doesn't make that super clear, like, at any point ever. I just wanted to get that out in the open now. Going up here will get us a Wanderer's Journal. We will see what that is about soon enough. Let's see, where do I want to go now? There was another thing that I wanted to look at. It could only look at with the Spore Shroom equipped. Yep, nothing over here. Eventually, that's an area we will want to go with the Spore Shroom equipped. But there's nothing there yet. Yes, I need to go back this way. That was a lot of hits that I should not have taken. Oh boy, I sure am clumsy. Anyway, all the way back over here. This is also something that we can look at with the Spore Shroom equipped. Border bounds the twisting, scratching thing. Their dead sire, once of honored caste. Their sealed mother, but the common beast. No peace with them we make. These are bits of lore that no doubt make absolutely no sense at the moment. I would have to really look at the text and think about it to even make heads or tails of it, if I'm being honest. I'm not going to sit around and farm those. What are they called? Fungified husks. We actually only need to kill 2 more of them. But, this is the only place that you will encounter them in the game. Which is one of the reasons why I've gone out of my way to kill them every time I've seen them. Let's see. Where did I want to go from here? I think I've gotten everything I want to get in here for now. I don't have to deal with those guys anymore, thankfully, because we just got the log for them. Yeah, we need 2 more fungified husks and some thermals, and that's the only things left in here. Oh, right, this... Is this where I wanted to go? No, this is not where I want to go. I'm getting a little bit turned around. It's fine. I'll figure out what I'm doing in just a moment. I can't remember if there was anything up here that I needed to be thinking about. You know what? While we're here, I should go ahead and visit Leg Eater real quick and buy those other 2 badges. They're not charms. They're not too expensive. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep calling them badges by mistake. Like all throughout this playthrough. It's just gonna happen. Oof, that was a little closer than I expected it to be. It's fine though. You know what? That actually counts. If an enemy dies, it doesn't matter if you dealt the blow. It doesn't matter if you touched them at all. If an enemy dies, then it does give you the credit for killing that enemy in your hunter journal. Enemies can also die from falling on spikes, as they can from falling in acid. Let's buy these 2 badges. And you know what? Let's talk to him again. I've got nothing left to show you. Do you want something more? You're so greedy. You know what? I do actually want to see how much the fragile heart actually adds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 2 hearts. But yeah. For now, we are going to end things off here. This has been Hollow Knight. I am Jocelyn. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave me a comment. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.